Hey guys, and welcome to the second episode of Barong Baj Baj. In today's session, we are going to be talking about technology. Depression to Expression made a great video about its utility. He says technology is a tool. It can be used for some awesome things and some not so awesome things. And I wanted to chip in a few points myself. Okay, let's go negative and then positive because that's a Disney way of doing it. So firstly, it's amazing how far technology has come in the last 10 years, let alone century. I remember having a Motorola Sharp back in the day and feeling like I was in Minority Report. And now your phone is a mini computer, literally, when you can pretty much do anything you like. I can live chat with a friend 10,000 miles away, download thousands of movies and send one message to 100 people simultaneously. These are godlike powers. It's extraordinary how far we've come and how much we can do. I can barely imagine how the world will look like in 10 years. But, the big but, how has this affected our well-being? Well, we all know that being outdoors and spending time in the company of others is good for us. Well, when I was 9 years old, I would run around naked and beat the local immigrant with a stick. That's what your grandpa says, right? Well, the 9-year-olds now play Minecraft and just binge YouTube. Things like Snapchat, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter keep us sharing and talking. But we've never spent as much time as we do on our phones. And does online interaction ever have the same value as face-to-face? And what about the fact that, like all things, we don't really appreciate it and just want more? Next iPhone, next game, next frickin' Android 5000 with cup dispenser. I mean, we live in a world of magic. Who needs Harry fucking Potter? I can flick a switch and fucking light appears. Jesus Christ! And it's all lost to me, and I just want more. Now, hold on. I hear you say, Badge, come now. Why are you dicking on technology so hard? And you're right, I am. But of course I fucking love it. How can I not, when I'm able to address the world through it right now? And God, I love foreign food, and games, and films, and bears. Every time I go camping, I come back like, how the fuck did my caveman granddaddy do this? So I'll give a couple of examples that get me bogged down and feeling low. Some days, especially if I don't have work, it feels like a fucking mission getting out of bed. The rush and hustle of modern day life plus mental health issues equals I want to stay in bed, put my fingers over my ears and just go la 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 la. So I charge my phone by my bed in the night, alarm at the ready. As soon as I switch the alarm off, I have literally 3 seconds to get out of bed or I'll spend the next however long watching videos on YouTube trying to distract myself from existence. I did this for 4.5 hours the other day. 4.5! Dude, come on! Just watching comedy clips, gaming videos, cat videos. And of course, when your hunger finally gets you out of bed, you're left feeling exhausted and depressed. I'm always just like, oh, just one more video. Okay, one more. Oh, slow-mo guy's making a watermelon burst. Fuck it! Also, going online to relate with others can often lead you down a negative spiral. If my pure anxiety kicks up, I start having some tough thoughts and will look for some success stories to help me out. I then don't find them, but instead find lots of other miserable people who are lost too. And then you're like, fuck, so this is my life then. I always do this, and by the time I find a positive story, I've read one about some guy and he kills his cat and things get ugly, and I'm just like, why did I read this? This is going to be with me all day. And of course we all have this fucking jealous, yearning, superficial complex on Facebook and Instagram. Look, it is so cool that I can see photos of this guy's holiday in Spain who I met at this one time at this one place. But we instantly judge and say, that looks cool. That looks cool. This awesome stuff isn't happening to me. I want to eat tapas. I better put some photos up to look cool, innit? Then your friend who you met at this one time at this one place who just came back from Spain sees them and feels blah 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 blah, endless cycle. I mean, we know that these boys and girls are just people with fears, hopes, dreams, but technology distances ourselves from that simple fact. We see things in black and white and get tricked by all the pretty lights and wonderful colours. Now, it may seem all gloom and doom, but don't you worry guys, technology is a tool that can be used for goodness and greatness. I have personally had quite a few times when I needed to A. Talk to a professional therapist, or B. A family member desperately, and technology has connected to me them in a flash. One of the strongest memories that comes to mind was when I was on the roof of my friend's flat and I called the Samaritans. Don't worry though, the roof was only like 1 floor high and surrounded with dead bushes. And this one time abroad, I felt the weight of the world bearing down on me, and with a few Google clicks, I was speaking to my parents in a flash. People can get help so quickly, whether it be phone calls, Skype calls, emails, or just messages. It only takes a second to reach out and get help. The accessibility of support may have saved a huge number of lives in the recent past. And the online forums and YouTube channels where you can find horror stories, you can also find successful ones. Stories which inspire you and make you feel that if they survived, so can you. And the communities on some of these forums and channels are amazing. I feel more accepted by total strangers than some of my friends. And it's brilliant that you can just jump right into the heart of the conversation. The users of these platforms get it. They know what it feels like and empathise. This can be an amazing place to visit in times of crisis. Social media enables one to share. You can find a useful article and whip it onto the next person. Just last week, my sister sent me an article on OCD. It was pretty rad, sis. There's just so much material at your fingertips, and you can share the love like... The last positive thing I wanted to comment on was research. Now, it doesn't impact our lives on a daily basis. It takes a while for research to become taught to become something applicable to everyday life. But leaps and bounds are being made in neuroscience. The amount of knowledge being uncovered is dwarfing many other scientific fields, and new technology has enabled this. Now, of course, I'm hoping in the future they can look at our brain scans and they're like, here is the problem. Let's just snip this bit and, you're back to good. But it's not like that. And needless to say, the more we uncover about the brain, the more we discover about our minds. This can only be a great thing. There is one thing that freaks me out though, and I'm not talking about phobias, but it's linked to my very first point. Technology is outpacing us and we can't catch up. This could lead to uncovering new therapies to aid those with mental health issues. Or create an army of robots that would eradicate mankind!
So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology? Technology!
Jokes aside, technology will keep coming and the pace will just keep increasing. Money fuels this and no one wants to stop making money. Only the future shall reveal fate's hands. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you liked the episode. I'm new to this gig, so any feedback would be absolutely wicked. Please comment below. If you liked it, go follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and if you loved it, please share, like and subscribe. Peace!